In the halls of our university, stories are written every day. But some, like Amelia Stone's, are etched not just in memory, but in the heart. At 20, Amelia was a ghost. Not invisible by choice, but rendered so by the cruel whispers and mocking laughter that followed her like a shadow. Her oversized hoodies and quiet corners were her armor, a shield against the daily barrage of taunts about her weight. She was kind, brilliant, but in the eyes of her peers, she was just a punchline. The tears she shed in private were a testament to the pain, a silent scream for help. Each day felt like a mountain she couldn't climb, the weight of the world pressing down, heavier than any physical burden. The university's wellness center felt like another world, a place she didn't belong. The thought of stepping inside, of facing the judgmental stares, was terrifying. But one day, a single, desperate step changed everything. That's where she met Ethan Cross. Ethan wasn't just a fitness coach. He saw past the hoodie, past the hesitation. He saw a spark of resilience in Amelia's eyes, a strength she hadn't yet discovered in herself. He offered not just a workout plan, but a lifeline. The first sessions were brutal. Every push-up was a battle, every minute on the treadmill, an eternity. Her muscles ached, her lungs burned, and her mind screamed for her to quit. More than once, she felt the familiar sting of failure, the urge to retreat back to her shell. But Ethan was there. He wasn't just counting reps. He was rebuilding her spirit. He taught her that true strength wasn't about lifting weights, but about lifting herself up. He showed her that discipline wasn't punishment, but a form of self-love. He'd say, "Amelia, this isn't about changing who you are. It's about becoming who you were always meant to be." Slowly, something began to shift. The early morning runs, once a chore, became a ritual of empowerment. The healthy meals she prepared weren't a diet. They were fuel for her newfound fire. With every drop of sweat, she was shedding more than just pounds. She was shedding years of self-doubt and fear. Her reflection in the mirror started to change. Her posture straightened, her eyes brightened, and a quiet confidence began to radiate from her. The girl who once hid in the back of the class now walked the campus with her head held high. Her bullies, the ones who had defined her existence for so long, started to notice. Their whispers turned from mockery to disbelief. But Amelia didn't even see them anymore. She was on her own path, her gaze fixed on the future, not the ghosts of her past. Her journey wasn't about revenge. It was about rebirth. Then came the night of the annual university beauty pageant. The very idea would have been a cruel joke just months before. But now, it was a stage for her to claim her story. When Amelia stepped into the spotlight, a hush fell over the auditorium. Gasps of shock rippled through the crowd. Gone was the girl in the oversized hoodie. In her place stood a woman, radiant and poised in an elegant gown, her smile a beacon of strength. She didn't just walk the stage, she owned it. Her transformation was breathtaking, but it was the story in her eyes that captivated the judges. It was a story of resilience, of refusing to be broken, of turning pain into power. And when they announced the winner, the name that echoed through the hall was Amelia Stone. The crown wasn't just a prize. It was a symbol that her worth was never determined by the opinions of others. Holding the trophy, with tears of joy streaming down her face, she hugged Ethan, the man who had seen the queen within her all along. In her victory speech, her voice, once timid, rang out clear and strong. She spoke of self-worth, of the courage it takes to start over, and of the unshakable power of believing in yourself. Her story became an anthem for anyone who had ever felt invisible, a powerful reminder that our greatest transformations begin the moment we decide to fight for ourselves. Thank you for watching. If you were inspired by Amelia's journey, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories that matter. Remember, your story is still being written. Make it a masterpiece.